Hey guys, it's Marlisa, the Productive Babe. Welcome back to my channel for another Plan With Me video. For this week, we are planning or memory planning for the week of October 13th through the 19th. I am using this like hospital themed kit from Planella. The art is from Kittinishgirl Jess. I don't remember the exact name of this kit or art, but we are just taking a quick break from Halloween spreads to use this kit since my boyfriend did have surgery. I love the colors in this kit. I think it's so pretty. Obviously, I would have rather not needed to use a kit like this and just like used another Halloween spread, but I did want to acknowledge his surgery in my planner because it was a pretty intense surgery on his hand, like wrist and arm. So yeah, that is why I'm using this kit. Super cute. I also printed this a while back, so I printed the extra labels, although I really haven't been needing to use that. Printed some extra washi and doodles and a fashion girl here, and then I also have some date dots. This is a like old, I guess I want to say old format because she just recently changed her format and now her new kits include date dots. But this one, like I said, I did print a while back, so I just have my own date dots here. And then I think I might need to use an extender on Friday, which was the day that he actually had surgery. So I just pulled like a little piece of sticker paper. And then the only other thing is I did print new scripts like for everything that happened. So I think the last two videos I have not been putting my scripts down on camera just to like save time, but honestly it really hasn't saved a ton of time. Like when I go to edit the videos, they're still like pretty long. So I think that I'm just gonna go back to putting the scripts, and I do have scripts for like everything that happened, which is nice. So I'm gonna try that. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and just get into the base, and I will be back for the day by day. Alright guys, we are back for the day by day, And I am going to pop a little fox and cactus girl here in the sidebar because my boyfriend's doctor who performed his surgery was a woman, and we stand for that here. So I just thought that little, I guess, doctor nurse girl would be cute, and she matches the kit. On Monday, let's see. On Monday, I thought it would be a good idea for us to take a walk in the morning, given that my boyfriend was going to be sedentary for quite a while following his surgery. So I had this idea that we were going to go on a walk every morning starting on Monday. And that did not happen for the rest of the week, but it was a good idea. So we went on a walk just around our neighborhood in the morning, like super bright and early. And I don't know what happened, but like my legs were just like on fire. Like they were so itchy throughout the walk. And I think it had to do with the leggings that I put on. Like, I don't know. I think my leggings were irritating my skin. I have no clue. But I thought that I was having an allergic reaction because it was so painful, and we still had to like walk back home, and it was just like agonizing pain. And I know that nothing bit me because it was on both of my legs. It was like my upper legs, my thighs to be specific. And when I got home, they were like really red. But it was weird because it was just my upper legs, like it wasn't the bottom. So I don't know, that just kind of stained like the idea of going on a walk for the rest of the week. So this was the only day that we did that. But anyway, I have a squidge that says fresh air, and this is from the like walking sheet from Stick with the Planco. Wait, is that the name of the shop? Stick with the Planco? Why am I like blanking on this right now? I don't know. Morning walk was the script that I pulled. So all of the scripts that I pulled for this week are in this font. Some of them though, they didn't print properly, so I'm gonna have to go back and reprint those later. Or sorry, they didn't cut properly. They printed fine. I didn't know what to mark for like my legs being itchy during the walk, so I just pulled this Papershire sticker. I don't know. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened. I still don't know what happened. It's not like I'm using like new laundry detergent or anything either, so like I could understand if I was having like a reaction to new detergent, but it's the same. Like we haven't changed it, so I really don't know. I think my skin just does not like me to be outside or something. Then I did do yoga at the gym. So that was the first half of Monday. Then I picked up groceries after the gym. So I think we'll just pop a little thing for that. And then I did mark work. And let me see, I think I only marked work a couple times this week because, well, we were kind of busy, but let's see. So that'll be for work. And then I did pull stickers for a Plan With Me video. And then our Halloween movie night was Saw 4 this evening. So we're still watching like a scary movie every night in the month of October. For pulling stickers, let's do, I think we will do appointment label. And then for Saw, which this was one of the scripts that didn't cut properly, so I'm going to have to recut that or reprint and cut later. But I will obviously do that off camera. Straighten that out. Okay. For groceries, I just pulled the grocery basket that came with the kit. Then I have my groceries script. And then for work, I pulled these little Witch Coffee Monsters Co. emojis because I think they are cute and they match the kit. And they're all in the same color. And then for pulling stickers, I think that is also, or no, that might be from SPC. And then I have a pull stickers script. And then for saw, just have a TV. And again, I will have to cut that script again later. On Tuesday, actually, let me take a coffee break. Okay, on Tuesday, have a couple things. I'll do 4 and 4. So we'll start with yoga in the morning. And I will use an appointment label. And then I got Starbucks, work. Actually, I just love the colors in this kit. I think it's so cute. Very soft, pretty colors. And then let's see for work. And then I did make a crock pot dinner. I put some food in the crock pot for dinner. I do want to put that. And I think, what did I make? I think I made like a chili recipe that I saw online. And it did not turn out good. I'm just going to be honest. So for yoga, I have a squish from Fox and Cactus with a little yoga mat. And a yoga sticker. And then for Starbucks, I pulled the coffee cup from the kit. And a Starbucks script. And then for work, that same emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I have a little, I guess it could be a crock pot or just, I don't know. This is one of the ones where the script, I'm going to have to recut it, so I don't have it. Let me just move this up a little bit. I kind of want it to be like more in the middle. Okay, well, whatever. I also took a nap this day. I'm just a napper, guys. I take a lot of naps. I also get tired like at the same time every day, so I don't know what that means, but nap time, I clean the litter box. Do an appointment label. And then I did film a plane with me. And then we watched Saw 5. Yeah. So I'm going to use a bigger sticker to mark filming. And then for Saw 5, we'll just do a little thing. Okay. For taking a nap, I pulled a pillow from the kit, and I have a nap time script. Whoops. Okay, there we go. For cleaning the litter box, I have a paw print from Planella and a scoop poop script. And then for filming, I just pulled a camera from SPC. Then I have a full film Plan With Me script. That one kind of didn't cut right, but I was able to salvage it. And then for Saw, I have like this little like scary movie. Munchkin from Once More with Love. I'm going to cut it just a little bit. There we go. Have a Saw 5 script. Okay, then on Wednesday, I did print and cut some stickers in the morning. What do I want to put for that? Or what do I want to use? Let's do, you know what we'll do? Let's do a regular label. You know what? I need to use the pattern labels. I keep forgetting. Then work. Did a little bit of work with that. Is that crooked? Okay. Then something personal that I'm not going to share, and then we had Jimmy John's for lunch. I had a like $8 off coupon, so my sandwich ended up being like $3, which I feel like Jimmy John's is pretty expensive. So that was kind of a good deal. So I did want to put that in. Then we'll use one of those. That. Oops. Okay. All right. For printing and cutting, I have a printing machine. Why am I putting that there? Is that from Planella? Or that might be from Pink Planner Shop. I don't know. And I do have a print and cut script. I think I was printing the new releases from Planella. And then for work, the same emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then, like I said, I had something personal that I didn't want to put in that I will just put in off camera. But then for Jimmy John's, I pulled a sandwich from SPC and then a Jimmy John's script. Okay, then actually let me take another coffee sip here. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm thirsty. I did edit and what did I do next? I edited and uploaded, yeah. So I'm assuming that was the Plan With Me from the day before. Oh wait, why am I pulling purple? Oh, that's blue, okay. That is for doing some editing and uploading, and that's already crooked. Gosh, I am like so bad at this. Okay. Took a nap again. I was really tired apparently. I'm always tired though. Took a nap. We got Cane's. I don't know if it was for lunch or for dinner. Oh, you know what? It was for dinner because we had Jimmy John's for lunch. Yeah. I don't know why we like ate out. You know what? I know why. It was because we were already getting lazy. Like his surgery was on Friday, but we were all already just like winding down, I guess. So we got Cane's for dinner. And I think I'm just gonna put a little thing for, yeah, let's do a little thing for Cane's. And then I really wanted a milkshake from Burger Boy, and it's like right like around the same area that the Canes was. So we stopped there and waited in line forever just for my one milkshake. Um, so yeah, it was worth it though. Their milkshakes are my favorite, I think. And then we watched Frankenweenie, which I had never seen before, and I didn't know that he like dies in the movie. Like I thought that this was about an already dead dog, but no, he like gets, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, skip forward like 5 seconds, he gets hit by a car. And I didn't sign up for that, you know? Like I thought that we were watching a movie about a dog that was already deceased. And I just don't do well when animals like die in movies, so that's kind of sad. Um, but I mean, it was a cute movie. I do like the style of animation. Like it just looks kind of creepy. For editing and uploading, I have a laptop from SPC, a YouTube laptop, and an edit and upload script. And then for my nap, just pulled a spooky little swidge, and then a nap time script. And then for getting canes, that is from the kit. And then for my milkshake, I have, this was from like a Halloween SPC doodle sheet. And it's clearly like Disney themed, but it's cute. So we're just gonna use that. And then that's for Burger Boy. And then we have the little doggy from the Coffee Monsters Co. I'm gonna cut him. Well, technically it's an emoji, and he's wearing like the costume, I guess. I don't remember the name of the dog in the movie, but yeah, just put him like that. And then I have a Frankenweenie script. Actually, let me like scooch this over. Just like a scotch. And yes, that was the first half of the week. Thursday, the first thing that I marked was that I did go to the gym in the morning. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. How many things do I have? 7. Okay, yeah, I'll do 3 and 4. So I went to the gym in the morning, did my yoga, which I've just been doing a lot of yoga lately. That's been like my kind of go-to thing. And then my boyfriend pissed me off, apparently. Don't remember what happened. And then I got gas because I wanted to get gas before his surgery. So, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I just wanted to get gas before his surgery. So I did that the day before because I was pretty low. And there we go. For yoga, I pulled this super cute box and cactus girl doing the bridge pose because I do that a lot and I just think it's cute. And then my yoga script. I don't know how I feel about this font yet. I kind of like it. It's a little bit more legible than the other one that I was using. I don't know. I think I like it. That is for my boyfriend pissing me off. The little ghosty giving the middle finger is from Fox and Cactus. And again, I don't remember what he did, but like it's like very brave of you to piss me off the day before your surgery, and I'm gonna have to like take care of you next week. For getting gas, that is from SPC. Then it looks like I did my nails. I'm pretty sure I did these, which now like they're like I definitely need to redo them because they're kind of they've been on for like a while now, so need to put on another set. So that'll be for doing my nails, and then I put away laundry. And then we went out to dinner. Let's see. We went to this Italian restaurant that's nearby. And it was really good. So I do want to put that in. And then we watched Scream 2. Which, let me see. Oh yeah, no, I did mark it. Okay. Scream 2. What am I doing? We need a... Let's use a strip of washi to mark watching that. For doing my nails, I pulled this emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then my script, and then for putting away laundry, believe that is from the kit. And then we have a laundry script. And then for going out to eat, that is also from the kit. And we went to a restaurant called Bella Sera, which is Italian food. And then for Scream, I pulled a munchkin from Once More with Love and a Scream 2 script. Okay, then on Friday, the first thing that I marked was that I got like really crappy sleep. So let's see, I did use an extender. So I think we'll do 3, 3, 3. Yeah. Okay, slept like shit. Like absolute garbage. I don't know. I haven't been sleeping well, and I'm wondering if it's because I keep taking naps. That's probably not helping. We did get Starbucks on the way to the hospital or the surgery center, and then let me see how do I want to do this. Oh my god, I'm so tired. And I was not having a good day this day. Just some personal stuff going on that I don't feel like sharing. Okay, for not sleeping well, I pulled a squish from Fox and Cactus and a slept like shit sticker. And then for getting Starbucks, that is from Sweet Quiet Designs. It's a super old sticker. And then we have Starbucks. And then again, just like not having the best day. My script messed up, so I'm gonna have to reprint and cut that later again. And then for my boyfriend's surgery, I do want to use something big for that. Let's see, because that was a big deal. Maybe, no, I don't know, because that's going to take up a lot of Hold up. What am I trying to do here? We are going to use that for his surgery. That took forever. And unfortunately, he's not done. He's going to have to go back in a couple months and have surgery again on his elbow, kind of like as a continuation of this procedure. They just couldn't do all of it in one go because it would just be way too much for his body. So, poor guy. Let me see. For my little cry session in the car, actually, before I do that, let me put in work. That'll be over here. So that'll be for work. And then, gosh darn it. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. All right, for his surgery, I pulled this really adorable little munchkin from What's Worth Love. Look at the little outfit. So cute, and it matches the kit. And then his hand surgery. And like I said, I was kind of going through it. Don't really feel like sharing, but that is from Every Minute is Story. And then for work, I did work, like I said, at a coffee shop kind of nearby. I just pulled that same emoji. Oh, that's not going to fit. Hold on. Actually, let me put that down first. Okay. Then I did a little bit of work at the coffee shop, like I said, and then I came back because I thought he was going to be done soon, but I ended up waiting like 2 more hours, which is, again, totally fine. And then I finally got to see him. And when he woke up from surgery, he was very nauseous. Poor thing. He was in so much pain too. I hate seeing him like that. So I do want to mark that he was nauseous and he threw up a couple times from the anesthesia as it was kind of wearing off. And then my mom came by a little bit later when we had already gotten home, and she dropped off some dinner so that I didn't have to cook. He wasn't hungry, but I needed to eat something because I really hadn't eaten all day. So she dropped off some food, and she also dropped off some cupcakes from a bakery that my boyfriend really likes, which was super sweet. And then pretty much for the rest of the night, we just watched movies in bed because he was kind of going in and out of sleep. He was on a lot of pain meds, so he just kind of needed to rest. So we just watched movies. I can't remember what movies, but I'm assuming that they were scary movies. So that squidge is from SassyPlannerCo to mark that he was nauseous. And then my mom dropping off a ton of food and cupcakes and stuff. I have a mom food drop script. And then for watching movies in bed, I just pulled the bed doodle from the kit. And you know what? I'm going to cut this. Movies in bed, which I was not complaining about. I love when we have little lazy days in bed. Then on Saturday, Honestly, pretty much this weekend we just like stayed home, didn't really do anything because he was in and out of sleep the whole weekend. Like I said, on some pretty strong pain meds. But I did get Starbucks in the morning. I didn't really want to leave him for too long. So we'll do that for getting Starbucks. And then I did pick up some breakfast tacos because he was super hungry. He didn't eat like the entire day the day before because he had been so nauseous. And obviously, you can't eat before going under anesthesia. So he hadn't eaten since like Thursday. And he like devoured the breakfast tacos that I picked up. And then, oh, I think I just marked, yeah, we just had like a really lazy day. So, actually, I could use something bigger. Okay, for getting tacos. For Starbucks, this is from the Coffee Monsters Co. And Starbucks script, and then that is from SPC. And then a script to mark the name of the coffee shop, name of the taco place. Should I cut that? Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks better. Let me move this. Okay. We watched Nightmare on Elm Street, the original with like Johnny Depp. So I do want to put that in. I ended up taking a nap too. We just kind of like fell asleep together, which was nice. And then got Wingstop for dinner. And we watched Monsters Inc. University. Let me see. Oh, I think we'll. Okay. That is for Monsters Inc. And then for Wingstop, what am I doing? Why am I doing that? That is not on the right side. Okay. All right. For Nightmare on Elm Street, I already used like a Freddy Krueger sticker last week, so I wanted to pull something that like actually matched the kit a little bit better. So I have this little bat from Fox and Cactus, which I know has nothing to do with the movie, but it matches, okay? And then for just kind of taking a nap, it's from Stick with the Plan Co. And then I have a nap time with my love script. And then for Wingstop, this is a little chicken bucket from, I think, SPC. I have a Wingstop script. And then for Monsters Inc. University, I know that, is it Boo? I know that she's not in the university one, but she matched the kit the best, so I pulled her, and that is from Once More with Love. Okay, moving on to Sunday. Did some laundry in the morning. And we binged Friends. We're actually almost done with it. We're on season 10 right now, and I think we have just like a couple episodes left, which I'm going to be so sad when we finish, but all good things must come to an end. So we did Friends binge, and then I did go and return some stuff at UPS. Let me see. That'll be for the Friends binge, and then for UPS, and then Chewy's. We had Chewy's for lunch. See you. I'll put that down here. And for my UPS return, I think I was just like dropping off something from Amazon probably. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I had some slippers that came in that did not fit. So for doing laundry, I have this Once More with Love sticker that is like, for some reason, really freaking big. I don't know why. And then a laundry script. And then for Friends, I think this is Joey. And I don't know if you can see, but you have like the little duck and the rooster. So cute. He matched the kit the best, so I pulled him. And then I have a package or whatever from, I think, SPC to Mark. Doing a return. And then for getting Chewy's, I don't have any like enchilada stickers, but I don't know, I need to get some. That is from SPC, I believe. Okay, then I don't know what the heck happened with my stomach. Pretty sure it was not from the food because my stomach was kind of already feeling iffy, like from the moment I woke up. But yeah, had some stomach issues as per usual. I did print and cut some kits, I think, this afternoon, so I do want to put that in. And then my mom dropped off some food again for dinner, so we didn't have to cook, which was so sweet. She also lives like pretty close by, so it's very convenient, I guess. Let's see. So, do you want to mark another food drop from my mom? And then we watched the newer Ghostbusters with like Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig, and I forget what the other two actresses are. So that was our movie for this evening. For tummy problems, I have a squish from Fox and Cactus. And I decided to mark that code brown. I just think it's kind of funny. Then we have another printer. I think that's from Pink Planner Shop. To mark printing and cutting. And then this may also be from Pink Planner Shop. To mark my mom dropping off food again. And then for Ghostbusters, I just pulled a little ghost squish from Fox and Cactus. And the Ghostbusters script. I do want to watch the original too, but maybe we'll do that this weekend or something. Anyway, that was the finished week. Let's go ahead and zoom out. All right, friends, so that was the finished spread for October 13th through the 19th using this hospital themed kit from Bella Planella. I think it turned out really cute. I love the colors. I like that I was able to use a script for almost everything this week. I just need to go back and reprint and cut a couple extras, and I'll add those later. If you did make it this far, leave a hospital-related emoji down below. In case you guys are wondering, my boyfriend is recovering really well. I think he has his post-op surgery or post-op appointment next Monday, so he's doing totally fine. Just kind of took the following week off to recover and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, love how it turned out. If you guys did enjoy this plan with me, definitely leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you're not already so you don't miss out on future planning content. If you love stickers, I would be really happy to have you around on my channel. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.